Building a one-person business with AI honestly isn't complicated as people online make it seem. And this is what annoys me about most of the content around it. It's always just a giant income screenshot, a quick list of tools, and a polished final result. But they never explain how a normal person with no experience or budget is actually supposed to start. So if you're sitting there thinking, okay, where do I even begin with this? This video is for you. I'm just going to show you the real process step by step. But before we build anything, you need to answer one question first. What are you actually selling? Because if you get this wrong, nothing else really matters. With a one-person business, you only have two options. You either sell a service or you sell a product. Services are things like freelancing, consulting, editing, or running an agency. And yeah, it's the fastest way to start making money online. But you're still trading your time for money. If you stop working, the income stops too. Eventually, you realize you didn't build freedom, you just built yourself another job. Now, products are different. Things like software tools, digital guides, templates, PDFs, things you create once and keep selling. One person buys it, then 10 more people buy it, then 100 more people buy it. But your workload doesn't keep increasing every time someone purchases. That's why products are so powerful. The problem is, building products the old way used to be brutal. You either had to learn coding for months or spend thousands hiring people. And even then, there was no guarantee anyone would buy it. That's why most people never started. But AI completely changes that process. Now you can use AI to figure out what people already want and build it way faster. The writing, the structure, the design, even parts of the technical work. You're not doing everything manually anymore. You're guiding the process. So in this video, we're going to build two real income streams together. First, a simple software app you can charge people monthly for, then a digital PDF guide you can actually start selling. And we're going to do all of it without writing a single line of code, opening any complicated design software, or needing a big budget to get started. All right, let's get into it. So for this entire video, everything we build is going to happen inside one platform called MiniMax Agent. And the reason I chose this one is simple. As a solo business, you don't need just another chatbot. You need a full workspace where you can build, research, create, and organize everything in one place. That's basically what MiniMax Agent does. And if you want to follow along with me, I put the exact link in the description. You get free credits when you sign up, plus 200 free credits every single day just for logging in. Now, when you first open the platform, this is the dashboard you'll see. Right here, you have two modes: Air for quick, simple tasks, and Max for bigger projects and deeper work. We are staying on Max for this entire video. On the left side, you have skills and experts. Skills are basically extra abilities you can install for the AI. Things like landing pages, visual content, PDFs, even video generation. We're going to use a couple of these later, and I'll explain each one right before we use it. Next to that is the Experts tab. And honestly, this is probably the best part for beginners. There are over 10,000 pre-built AI experts for things like writing, finance, marketing, design, and more. So instead of trying to figure out the perfect prompt yourself, you can just open an expert and start working immediately. Think of skills as your tools and experts as your team. Now you'll also see MaxClaw and Max Hermes in the sidebar. MaxClaw connects to WhatsApp, Telegram, and Slack, so your AI keeps working even when you step away, and Max Hermes builds its own skills automatically from every task you give it and gets smarter over time. Both are powerful, but we are keeping those for another video. So now let me show you this in action, because the biggest mistake people make is building something nobody actually wants. So go into the Experts tab and search for SaaS Niche Finder. Once you find it, open it directly into the chat. Now here's the prompt I'm going to use. I want to build a SaaS app targeting women aged 30 to 55. Research the current market and find me 5 profitable niche ideas for an app they would genuinely use every day. For each idea, include the specific problem it solves, why this age group needs it, current demand level, competition level, and the best monthly subscription price to charge. Then just hit enter and let the AI do the research for us. Okay, so the research just finished, and honestly, these results are way better than I expected. MiniMax analyzed the market and gave me 5 different SaaS ideas targeting women between 30 to 55 years old. Things like women-focused financial planning, caregiver coordination, hormone-aware productivity, all really solid ideas. But the one that instantly stood out to me was this one right here: perimenopause and menopause health tracking. And the more I started reading the research, the crazier this opportunity actually looked. Because this isn't some random trend people are talking about for 2 weeks online. This is a huge real-world problem affecting millions of women every single day. The research found that most women feel completely unprepared when going through perimenopause. A lot of them don't even realize what's happening at first. They expect symptoms like hot flashes, But instead, they're dealing with anxiety, exhaustion, brain fog, mood swings, sleep problems, relationship issues, stress, hormonal changes, and most of the information online is either confusing or completely conflicting. And this part shocked me. The average symptoms last over 7 years. That means this isn't a one-time problem. People actively need support, tracking, guidance, and tools for years. And when the research looked at the competitors, there were still massive gaps everywhere. A lot of apps have poor user experience, confusing medical information, privacy concerns, bad customer support, or they just feel outdated. So even though there are already apps in this space, the demand is still exploding. And this is where things got really interesting. There's actually a period tracking app called Flow, and according to the research, they have over 80 million monthly active users and raised over $200 million in funding. And these guys are reportedly generating over $10 million per month. Yeah, per month from a women's health tracking app. Crazy part is MiniMax gave this niche an opportunity score of 9.2 out of 10. So the second I saw this research, I immediately understood why MiniMax recommended this niche. The market is massive. The pain points are real. People are already paying for solutions, and there's still room to build something better. So this is the app idea we're going with. Now let's actually build it. So go back into the Experts tab and this time search for App Builder. Once you find it, just click Start Chat. Now remember, earlier we used an expert to do the research for us. This one is different. This expert is basically acting like our app team, the designer, the developer, the product planner, all in one place. So instead of us sitting there building every screen manually, we just explain what we want to create and it builds the app for us. And obviously this is a bigger project, so I already prepared the prompt beforehand to save time. You do not need to write perfect prompts like this from scratch every time, by the way. The important thing is just being clear about what you want the AI to build. So I'm going to paste this in, and if you want my exact prompt, I'll add it in the description as well. Now in short, this prompt is going to build a complete premium mobile app called Bloom Her. It includes the onboarding flow, wellness dashboard, symptom tracker, AI insights, daily plans, community section, education hub, AI assistant, and even the premium subscription screen. Basically a full App Store style product, not just a mock-up screen. Okay, now I'm just going to let this run. And while it's building, I want you to realize what's happening right now. I didn't hire a developer. I didn't spend months learning how to code. I literally just explained the app idea, and now the AI is building the screens, writing the code, and putting the whole thing together. This is what the one-person business model actually looks like in real time. Okay, so the app is finished. And honestly, this turned out way more polished than I expected. Look at this. So right away, it gives you a real onboarding flow. I can create an account, add my name, email, password, and once I sign in, it immediately starts personalizing the experience. It asks for the user's age range, then symptoms they're experiencing like mood swings, anxiety, brain fog, sleep issues, then wellness goals, and even things like stress level, sleep quality, and energy levels. And all of this matters because the app is using the data to personalize the experience for the user. Then after setup, it builds the profile and drops you directly into the dashboard. And honestly, this already looks like a real App Store product. Then over here in the tracking section, you can track things like brain fog, anxiety, hot flashes, energy levels, and more. And when I save the symptoms, the app logs everything and updates the data automatically. Now this part is really interesting. The AI Insights section actually analyzes the user's behavior and gives recommendations based on the data. So for example, it noticed the anxiety levels were increasing after poor sleep, and then it gives an actual recommendation for improving it. That alone already feels like a real subscription app. But honestly, my favorite feature is probably the AI assistant. You can literally ask it questions directly inside the app. There are already suggested prompts, so I clicked, "Why am I suddenly waking up exhausted every day?" And the AI gives a full personalized response back instantly. And this is the kind of feature people genuinely pay monthly for. There's even a full community section where people can ask questions, share experiences, support each other, and interact inside the app. Then inside the profile section, you can manage settings, switch dark mode on and off, and even upgrade to premium. And this part is important. Remember earlier when the research showed people are already paying monthly for products in this market? This is exactly how that business model works. The app has a free version, but then there's a premium subscription for AI insights, advanced tracking, personalized wellness plans, and all the extra features. It even generated the pricing structure automatically. $10 per month, or a yearly plan that makes it even cheaper per month. And honestly, this is what's crazy to me. This entire app came from one prompt, just describing the product clearly and letting the AI build it. And if I want to change anything, I can literally just tell the AI what to update, or manually edit parts directly inside the editor. So this isn't locked. You can keep improving it, adding features, changing the design, whatever you want. And this is why I keep saying the one-person business model is changing completely. Because one person can now build products that used to require an entire team. So now the app is built, the next step is simple, getting people to it. Because honestly, building the product is only half of the business. Marketing is the other half. One simple strategy is creating tutorial content around your app and posting it on YouTube. Show how it works, solve problems, answer questions people are searching for, and those videos can bring users to your product over time. And just imagine this for a second. If an app like this got 1,000 paying users at around $10 per month, that's roughly $10,000 a month from one product. That is why people love SaaS businesses. Now, obviously, there are way more ways to market an app than just YouTube, so I actually put my complete SaaS marketing guide in the description where I break down different strategies in detail. I spent a lot of time putting it together, so feel free to grab it if you want it. Now let's move to the second income stream, digital products. Now, just like the app, we are not going to jump straight into creating something. We need to research first, because the niche you choose decides everything. Pick the wrong niche and nobody buys. Pick the right niche and selling becomes much easier. And this part matters because digital products are a real opportunity. One of my own PDF guides has made around $1,800 already, and it's only a few weeks old. I haven't even spent much time working on it, so definitely pay attention here. So open a new task inside MiniMax Agent, click the 2-bar icon, go to Sub Agent, and enable Researcher mode. What this does is it researches the market for us before we build anything. Then here is the prompt I used. I want to create a PDF guide to sell online as a digital product. Research the current market and tell me which niches have the highest buying intent for PDF guides right now. For each niche, include why buyers in this space spend money, average price people pay, competition level, and which niches to completely avoid because they get traffic but rarely convert to sales. Now let it run. And look what it came back with. It found niches like money and online business, health and wellness, entrepreneurship, AI prompt guides, productivity, relationships, education, and meal plans and nutrition. It also showed why people buy in these markets, what they usually pay, competition levels, and even niches to avoid because they get views but not buyers. For example, generic motivation content, broad fitness guides, travel guides, and general productivity topics were marked as low converting. For me, I'm choosing meal plans and nutrition because the pricing is solid, buyers already spend in this market, and if you market it properly, these products can do really well. So now we're going to build the guide. Head over to the Skills tab and you'll already see MiniMax PDF there. Just add it. This skill creates professionally designed PDF documents automatically. Once it's added, go back to the chat and mention the skill inside your prompt so the AI knows to use it. Something like using MiniMax PDF, create, and then paste your prompt. What this prompt is going to create is a premium 25-page PDF guide called the 30-Day Clean Eating Blueprint. It includes meal plans, recipes, nutrition guidance, progress trackers, shopping lists, and habit systems, all packaged into one complete product. And remember, we're not just making a document here, we're building something people can actually buy. The prompt is pretty detailed because we want a higher quality result, so I'll put the exact prompt in the description if you want to use it yourself. Now let's generate it and see what it creates. All right, the generation is finished, and wow, this actually came out way better than I expected. The design looks premium, the pages are super clean, everything is easy to follow, and every single thing we asked for is inside the guide. It genuinely looks like something people would pay money for, and remember, this all came from one prompt. And this is why digital products are such a powerful business model. You create the product once, but you can keep selling it over and over again. You are not starting from zero every single day. Now, the next step is getting people to actually see it. One option is Pinterest. If you are completely new to Pinterest, I already made a full video showing the setup and strategy. In that video, I used the interior design niche, but the exact same system works here too. Instead of interior content, you would post things like healthy recipes, meal ideas, nutrition tips, transformations, and naturally lead people to the guide. The second option is Instagram. Build a niche page around your topic, post useful content consistently, and place your product in the bio. And the third option is Thread, which I think is seriously underrated. Share quick tips, tips, mini threads, lessons, transformations, or useful posts around your niche and naturally mention your product. I also put my videos in the description, so if you need the full strategy, watch the parts that help you. And now I'm curious, if you had to start today, which one would you choose first, the app or the PDF guide? Because honestly, both work. The important thing is picking one and actually starting. And if this video helped you out, make sure to subscribe, because I'm going to keep showing real AI business systems like this step by step. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one.